My brothers and sisters, the first battle of your destiny is fought before the sun ever rises. When you open your eyes in the morning, you are not just waking from sleep. You are awakening to destiny. You are stepping into a divine appointment that has been waiting on you since the night before. The way you start your day has the power to unlock blessings or block them. It has the power to lift you or limit you. The morning is not just another moment on the clock. It is a sacred space, an opportunity to shape the atmosphere of your life before the world even gets a chance to speak. You see, too many people roll out of bed in a rush, chasing time, chasing deadlines, chasing the chaos that they allowed to define them. But when you wake up early and with intention, you're not chasing time, you're leading it. You're not reacting to life, you're commanding it. The morning is your battleground. That's where you decide if this day is going to work for you or against you. That's where you decide if you're going to live in purpose or drift in confusion. When you rise before the noise begins, you create the stillness needed to hear what really matters. You have time to set your spirit in order, to align your mind with what's true, to speak life over yourself before the world tries to speak doubt into you. Because the world will try, make no mistake. Life will come at you with worries, texts, emails, bills, opinions, and negativity. But if you've already anchored your soul before the storm, you can face the storm and still have peace. Too many people wake up already behind, already burdened, already defeated, and they haven't even brushed their teeth yet. Why? Because they gave the morning away. They slept through the moment that could have made them strong. They gave away the most powerful part of their day to laziness, distraction, or procrastination. But when you choose to rise early, when you choose to meet the morning with prayer, reflection, and clarity, you're telling the universe, I'm ready. You're telling your purpose, I'm available. You're telling your fears you won't own this day, because this is your moment to speak life, to affirm who you are, to rehearse your vision, to sharpen your mind, and to enter the world already victorious. You don't wait for the day to get better. You get better before the day begins. You don't wait for peace. You create it. You don't wait for motivation. You generate it. That's the power of a purposeful morning. That's the power of rising early, not just to be awake, but to be aware, to be intentional, and to be aligned with your higher calling. So don't hit snooze on your destiny. Don't delay your difference. Don't start your day by catching up. Start by taking over. Because when you win the morning, you win the day. And when you win the day, you begin to win the life that was always meant to be yours. There is a sacredness in the morning that cannot be duplicated. Long before the world starts shouting, long before the emails pile up and the noise of life drowns out your thoughts, God is already moving. In the early hours, when the sky is still dark and the streets are still quiet, heaven is speaking. But the question is, are you listening? The morning is not just a time on your watch. It's a moment for your spirit. It's where the divine and the disciplined meet. You've been asking for direction, for clarity, for peace. But are you up when the revelation is being released? There is a spiritual power in rising early that too many overlook. The blessings are often hidden in the hours most people sleep through. See, the enemy doesn't just attack your mind, he attacks your habits. Because if he can rob you of the morning, he can rob you of the message. He knows if he can keep you in bed, he can keep you out of alignment. There's a reason your spirit gets stirred in the morning. There's a reason your thoughts are clearest and your heart feels tender before the day begins. That's the window when God whispers. That's when he drops strategy into your spirit. That's when he reminds you of who you really are. You don't need more motivation. You need more discipline, because when you get up early and get into His presence, you start operating from a place of power, not panic. You stop being reactive and start being prophetic. You stop letting the world set your mood and start letting God set your mission. That's why the enemy wants you tired. That's why he wants you scrolling late into the night and snoozing through your calling. Because if he can keep you from the stillness, he can keep you from the strength. Let me tell you something. The most powerful people don't always have more resources, more talent, or more connections. But they know how to meet the morning with intention. They know how to guard that sacred time and use it to realign, refocus, and recharge. They've made the morning a sanctuary, and because of that, they walk through the day covered in peace, covered in purpose, covered in presence. You keep looking for breakthrough in the middle of the storm, but God said, "Meet me in the morning." You keep waiting for signs, but God said, "Seek me in the silence." You keep asking for clarity, but clarity comes to those who are awake when the heavens open. Some of your greatest answers, some of your deepest healing, some of your next level instructions, they are all waiting for you. In the early hour, so rise, not just with your body, but with your spirit. Wake up, not just from sleep, but from slumber, because there's a message waiting, there's an assignment calling, and there's a breakthrough attached to your obedience. The morning is a gift. Treat it like the altar it is. When you wake up early, you're not just getting ahead of the clock. You are making a declaration to heaven and earth that ***, you are ready ***, ready for what God has prepared, ready for what you prayed for, ready to step into the responsibility that comes with the blessing, because blessings don't just come to the anointed, they come to the available, and availability starts with presence. Presence starts with discipline, and discipline shows up in the morning. There is something powerful about saying with your actions, "I'm up." Before the emails, before the appointments, before the world pulls at me from every direction, I'm up. Before the battles begin, I've already decided who I am and whose I am. I'm not waiting for a crisis to prepare me. I'm not waiting for a problem to push me. I'm stepping into this day on purpose, with purpose. You see, life doesn't wait for you to feel ready. It moves, it advances, and so many of us are sitting around asking God for promotion, for influence, for elevation, but we're sleeping through the preparation. You can't step into the next level if you won't even get out of bed. You want the crown, but you don't want the cost. You want the reward, but you don't want the routine. But favor falls on those who are faithful with the small things. Waking up early may seem small, but it's not. It's a signal to heaven that you're serious. It's a sign that you're not playing with your destiny. God is looking for someone who is not just available when it's convenient, not just present when it feels good. He's looking for someone who's ready in season and out of season, someone who doesn't need a stage to be consistent, someone who doesn't need applause to be obedient, someone who doesn't need perfect conditions to show up. So many miss their moment not because they lack talent, but because they lack preparation. And preparation starts with a posture of readiness. That means when opportunity knocks, you don't need to go get dressed. You're already standing at the door. That means when the breakthrough comes, you're not scrambling to catch up. You're already positioned to walk through it. Waking up early is a prophetic act. It says, I believe something good is coming. It says, I'm not living in reaction. I'm living in expectation. It says, this day will not catch me off guard because I've already surrendered it to God. I've already declared victory, and I've already put on my spiritual armor. So rise early, not just to be productive, but to be prepared. Not just to be awake, but to be aligned, Because readiness isn't about knowing everything. It's about being available for anything. When you wake up early, you are stepping into the rhythm of heaven, moving in sync with divine timing and declaring to the world, asterisk, I'm not late to my purpose. I'm right on time. Asterisk, purpose doesn't just show up. Purpose is asterisk prepared for asterisk. You can't walk into what God has for you with an unprepared spirit and an undisciplined mind. You've been asking for open doors, but doors don't open to those who sleep through their training. Doors open to those who rise, who commit, who prepare in the dark when no one is watching. Before you ever step onto the stage, before you ever get the promotion, before you ever receive the platform asterisk, there must be preparation asterisk. You can't skip the process. The process is the proving ground. The preparation is the place where character is built, where vision is refined, where discipline is developed. It's where you learn not just what you want, but what it's going to cost you to carry it. And the truth is, some of you are carrying dreams that your current habits can't support. You've got vision, but no structure. You've got desire, but no devotion. And you're frustrated with God, but God is saying, I'm waiting for you to be ready. Preparation starts in the morning. That's where your mind gets focused. That's where your spirit gets grounded. That's where your steps get ordered. You don't just wake up and expect greatness to land on you. No, you rise and asterisk build asterisk it. You prepare your heart. You organize your priorities. You sharpen your mind. The morning is your workshop. That's where the architect in you goes to work. That's where the warrior in you suits up. That's where the visionary in you sees further than the day ahead. Don't underestimate what happens in private. The real growth happens when no one is clapping. The real strength is built when no one is watching. If you wait for people to push you, you'll never move at the speed of purpose. You've got to push asterisk yourself asterisk in the morning. You've got to be your own alarm clock, your own coach, your own motivator. That's what preparation looks like. It's not glamorous, it's not loud, but it is asterisk necessary asterisk. Some of you keep talking about the next level, but you haven't mastered the level you're on. You keep praying for influence, but you won't prepare in silence. The morning is a test. Will you rise when it's easier to stay comfortable? Will you prepare when there's no immediate reward? Will you be faithful when there's no applause? Preparation proves intention. It says to the heavens, I'm serious about this. It says to your purpose, I'm coming for you. It says to your future, I won't meet you by accident. I'll meet you on purpose. So wake up and asterisk prepare asterisk. Prepare your thoughts. Prepare your plans. Prepare your heart. Because when the door swings open, and it will, you don't want to be caught fumbling. You want to walk through it with confidence, clarity, and conviction. And that kind of confidence, it's not born in the moment. It's built in the morning. Discipline will take you where motivation won't. Discipline will wake you up when the fire fades. Discipline will carry you when your feelings can't be trusted. You see, feelings are fickle. They rise and fall with the wind. One day you feel strong, the next day you feel stuck. One moment you're inspired, the next you're overwhelmed. But discipline shows up regardless. Discipline gets up even when comfort whispers, stay in bed. Discipline says, purpose matters more than pleasure. We live in a world that glorifies comfort. We are being conditioned to believe that ease is the goal, but you don't grow in ease. You don't build strength in comfort. Diamonds are made under pressure. Muscles are built through resistance. Purpose is revealed through persistence. So stop waiting to feel like it. You may not feel like getting up early. You may not feel like praying, planning, or preparing, but your future is depending on it. Discipline is the foundation of excellence. You can have talent, but if you don't have discipline, you will waste it. You can have dreams, but without discipline, they will remain fantasies. Discipline turns intention into impact. Discipline turns potential into purpose. It's not just about getting up early. It's about showing up early every day for your calling, your assignment, your legacy. Some of the greatest things in life will never happen if you stay loyal to your comfort zone. Comfort will lie to you. It will tell you that rest is always the right answer. It will tell you that you've done enough. It will tell you that you can wait. But discipline says, now, get up now, move now, act now. Because discipline knows that time is a currency, and it refuses to spend it foolishly. There's a war between who you are and who you're becoming. That war is fought in the morning, and discipline is your weapon. It's what helps you push past the excuses, push past the fatigue, push past the distractions that try to derail your day before it even begins. Discipline teaches you to say no to what doesn't serve your purpose, and yes to what aligns with your future. Some people are praying for breakthrough, but breakthrough often shows up disguised as hard work. It comes in the form of habits. It comes in the form of consistency. It comes in the quiet victories, waking up early when nobody's watching, doing the work when nobody's clapping, pressing on when nobody understands. That's discipline, and that's what separates those who dream from those who do. So if you want to live a life of impact, start by mastering your mornings. Train yourself to rise above your excuses. Train yourself to lead your day instead of being led by it. Train yourself to value your future more than your comfort. Because when discipline becomes your default, destiny becomes your reality. You keep saying you're waiting on God, waiting on answers, waiting on signs, waiting on your season. But the truth is God is waiting on you. He's already given you the vision. He's already placed the purpose inside of you. He's already spoken the word over your life. Now he's waiting to see what you'll do with it. What are you doing with the time, the breath, the strength he gave you this morning? Are you using it to move forward, or are you still sleeping on your assignment? Many of us delay our destiny not because we lack opportunity, but because we delay our action. We hesitate, we stall, we procrastinate. We get caught up in overthinking, in waiting for perfect conditions, in hoping someone else will show us the way. But the truth is, the moment you woke up this morning was a sign that you've still got purpose. A sign that you've still got work to do. A sign that the heavens are saying, move. Too often, we treat the morning like a reset instead of a relaunch. We drag yesterday's excuses into today's opportunities. We let fear climb into bed with us and talk us out of the very thing we were called to do. But God didn't give you another day to waste it wondering. He gave you another day to walk in it, to activate your faith with action, to take that next step, to pick up your gift, dust off your dream, and move forward with boldness. The open door won't wait forever. The opportunity won't sit still. Your moment is in motion, and if you don't move with it, you'll miss it. It's not that it wasn't there. It's that you weren't ready. You weren't present. You weren't awake. And I don't just mean physically. I mean spiritually, mentally, emotionally. You can be breathing and still be asleep to your calling. The world has conditioned us to wait for motivation, wait for a sign, wait for someone else to approve our steps. But real purpose doesn't wait. It works. It grinds, it sacrifices. It wakes up early, not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. Because the price of staying asleep is too high, too much is at stake. Too many people are tied to your obedience. Too much destiny is tied to your decisions. You say you want more. You say you're ready. But your actions must match your declarations. You want God to move in your life, then meet Him in movement. Wake up and show up. Wake up and prepare. Wake up and go after it. Don't wait another morning to do what you've been called to do today. You're not waiting on breakthrough. Breakthrough is waiting on you. You're not waiting on favor. Favor is watching to see if you'll make room for it. You're not waiting on purpose. Purpose is waiting on your participation. So rise, move, walk like it's already done. Speak like it's already yours. Show God you're ready, because when you do, everything changes.